1 o'clock, 06 Lisbon, day 31 of July. I want my water open. This is going on crime of church in the square of Nomicide Tempt. Who solves the problem? It's ironical, Machiavellic Nazism, on these kind of tragedies of sea typhons and on Japan and so on, and I do not have water running. Just a brief note on yesterday, I suppose, or before yesterday already, when I was on the Caixa Geral de Depósitos of Alcântara to see if there was money. Well, they still go on this printing criminal extracts, retroactive crime protections, because this is, I have asked from August, because as you know, can't be like this. No one answers on this country. What happened in this country do not exist anymore, just a virtuality. As I say, how this is possible? A man that is dead, my father, apparently, by what they said to me in a tricky way in September beginning. Then they changed the name. He was ordered, because he says to me, monthly transfers, not predefined monthly transfers, which means it's months. He says to his bank to make the transfer. There is no automatic as the contrary concerning the contracts of a PAL, focus and electricity, I suppose. And now they changed the name and they start making these transfers, as I have proof showing the evidence of the extracts at the time. This is integrated part of another complaint that I have present on the last day that I was on headquarters of Caixa Geral de Depósitos some months already ago. No answers in this country, everything that is outlaw and free. The preliminary crimes, which are a robber of 20 euros. When I was delivering another complaint with these questions, then, well, this is possible. My father is dead, you change the name of him on transfers accounts and they still do transfers. Then they change it to my mom. They change also some aspects on the transfers reference, as all this is in cows in purpose to store and to make crimes of fraud of money of people. TFE as abbreviation of transferência, there's no sense in Portuguese, for instance. And the Machiavellism goes until this point, as I have described some movements in abbreviations, mention of calls, by the lack of capacity of fields on informatic field coding, as the names quoted, which are crimes of the respect of a certain number of fundamental laws. For the states and republics can work properly, even on drive lessons and identity cards. Things goes until this part, the hypocrisy criminal reigns free. And also the Caesars, the fake Caesars, which is accomplished the crime between the SGS patients that has been robbed from 2018 in large amount of money. Was and Caixa Geral de Depósitos, 220, if I remember, 3 trenches, illegal, why the money is not there, why these people are not arrested. Bom, returning, estava a entrar na Caixa Geral de Depósitos, estava a senhora que tomou nota de uma forma estranha, como eu fiz prova, não é? No próprio alto do computador dela, sobre essa coisa do crime de roubo dos 20 euros ali no Banco Novo, na caixa do Banco Novo, do outro lado da rua. que não tinha recebido dinheiro na Troika, e tinha dito que não tinha recebido nenhum dinheiro da máquina. Não recebeu na totalidade. Isso é uma coisa que começou logo bem ou mal. Quando costume estava na caixa, não estava lá o rapaz da caixa, o Pedro. E a senhora que tinha desaparecido, que vocês espelharam aí uma história de sempre criminosa, foda-se. Isto é que acabava os mídias e esta complicidade de gangsters entre mídias e políticos. De uma senhora que era a Teresa Ana Paula Valente, não é? Which is the name of one of the psychologists on the robber of my son. Seems the lady that is on the balcony. Then I was there next month. She was not there. It's only place on 1, 2, 3, 4. That was out. I said, what happened now after comment? Geez, these perverted criminal mirrors on medias and political gangsters to cover crimes of robbers of child and slavery and exploitation and extermination. She's a reality later, so it's big crimes. There was this empty chair of where she sits, the lady that you have mirror as Anna Paula Valente. And yesterday or before yesterday, when I was there again, there was a similar lady, I suppose, or perhaps the same with the coloration of hair or something like I'm more tranquil and happy, can I say, because she was always like this. The boy like seems the Maya here, one of the Mayas, looking the cahiers and taking notes on blue cahiers like the garments of my son and the booths of fowls on mouths and things like that. You are really Machiavellic fuckers. And there was the lady. I said, is this the same lady or not? Then I passed to the cash, and the cashier was this first lady that was replacing the other that was missing. And this seems point again an exchange on the bastards of responsibilities of crimes that are not solved nor answered with criminal complaints and it are processual criminal methods of this constant structure, expoliation, slavery, and extermination. I appreciate answers from the law. Then I came out, there was no Erasmus follow-up, apparent with the man with the pants and a bag of Erasmus before the killing of a lady. Have you already solved this? The Italian lady called us the Reine and Kno president that was with her or visiting her or whatever that you put on the scene. Disappear all this part of the shadow play on your turning narrative plots. And with a very strange image. Apparently on the square of the problem of evaluation of examinations of students on school, with Manoj School and the mirror crime, as I have described. Ladies, it says you are all crazy in the best of the possibilities of interpretation, which I do not believe you are criminals and you are committing crimes. No one answers. What is this? This mirror image that reflects Jeff Kennedy and New Zealand assassination of this lady of Kenya, for instance. And other small types of fellows, possibly readings, as I gave the account on Word. With videos already, I don't know, 1 month, more than perhaps this, 2 months, 3 months. The scene was not Erasmus follow-up, I suppose. There was as a young mother, I suppose, with a child, a lady child. They have a ring on the feet through things like this with a bull. It's the representation of chains. But I suppose it's a play, a game, whatever. That she was not pleased, the child. At a certain point she takes it and then the mother makes like this and transforms this strange object, it's a ring with an axe and a bull. And she makes it like the appearance of a flower to her. And there was a boy on the bike and it was him out of conscience or perhaps with problems psychological problems. I don't know, or perhaps an image of a drink because it was running. There is a park there sometimes. I see at weekends moms and fathers with childs there because they have not others infrastructure more friendly and agreeable is just the parking. And they go there with childs, with bikes and so on, to learn them to ride bikes or something. That was the narrative of Shadow Complementary on the Caixa Geral de Depósitos crimes. Other aspects are condensed, namely on this Japan and return analysis uh, by Siemens, namely presence on this narrative with the time of Kaiser, Eric, and Maison de Luz, this changing quickly of names and even perhaps property of this house on front of CC Moreira. At the same time of fluid, the cutted fingers that still goes on. The last time that I was on the shop, there was on the cover of a newspaper Manok, again symbolizing the cutted finger, little finger, which means an idea of that child. This is the reality the Nazi play reality that are entangle all hers and kill all hers and allow all these content of crimes. I want access by law. I insisted mandate of capture against the Prime Minister, the President, and the President of the Parliament, which was also playing yesterday. Tricks, graphic tricks on photos on the Parliament. But there's no answers concerning the crimes of the First Commission from 2007 that have contests concerning this international conspiracy crime returning to JF Kennedy that we have put already in Simon in Caixa Geral de Depósitos of Black in the beginning after the tsunami 2005. And then the return now on this bumbo jumbo with Socrates and the booze and whatever. When the tree turns and the rocks, and I suppose if through the news, the new consequences of tragedies of this kind. Competence, aerial hell play. And there are no answers by law. I want my water open. This is a crime. I want the money to buy a PC. You destroy every PC here, every equipment, everything that you want in free. In daily basis, fuckers. These are crimes. People cannot live in these conditions anywhere in this world. No answers why. Who are covering and ordering all this corruption at this high level state to do not solve these questions properly.